Hello. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Sonia and I'm a mother of three and I'm also a yoga teacher. So I've come on here today to share a practice that hopefully leaves you feeling a bit more balanced and more balanced to help steady our emotions. And so to begin this practice, we're going to start off with a breathing technique, a technique that I have found has really helped me to feel connected and more balanced throughout my chi, my energy, my prana. And so find a comfortable seat and see if you can find a long spine. So a long spine through the front of your body as well as the back of your body. And hands can rest comfortably down on your thighs or onto your knees. And to help us find this long spine, because especially at present where we may be spending a lot more time on our phones, we're in this hunched over position. And I have found that with this breathing technique, that if I bring one hand onto my upper chest and one hand onto my low belly, and as I inhale, I focus the attention of the in-breath coming into my upper chest. And as I exhale, I draw my navel towards my spine. And if you continue to take a few breaths like that, slowly but surely, you'll find more length so that you're sitting more upright instead of this hunched over position. So once you've found that length through your spine, continue with noticing your own breath. So noticing the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. And then I invite you to deepen your breath. So we're going to exhale first completely, let all of the air out. And our next in breath is going to be with the count of 5. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands down by your side once again. And then we're going to start now with the turned of nostril breath. So with your right hand, bring your pointing finger and your middle finger down so that your ring finger and your pinky finger and your thumb is left up. Continuing with this count of 5 with our inhales and exhales, bring your thumb and block off your right nostril and inhale for 5 through your left. Block your left, exhale for 5 out your right. Inhale for 5 in your right. Exhale for 5 out your left. Inhale for 5 out in your left. Exhale, right. Inhale right for 5. Exhale left 5. Inhale left. And finally exhale right for 5. Release your right hand down and just observe and notice how you feel after that very short breathing practice. Now make your way onto your hands and your knees. And throughout this practice, we're going to continue with that count of 5 with our in-breath and that count of 5 with our exhale. So stack your wrists underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers reasonably wide and check that your knees are directly underneath your hips. Find a nice long neutral spine here. Press the mat away with your fingertips and the knuckle pads. As you inhale here for 5, the tailbone goes up, the belly drops, look up. Pause here. As you exhale for 5, curl your tailbone under and round through all the vertebrae and take your gaze in between your thighs towards your belly button. Inhale. Follow it through, the tailbone up, the belly drops, look up. And exhale the opposite way. Rounding, slowing it down, continuing with this 5 count breath. As we inhale, we're opening up the front body, and as we exhale, we're opening up the back body. Take one more cat-cow. And then come back to a neutral position, finding that nice long spine. Extend your left leg out long behind you, toes are on the mat. And then shift your weight into your right hand, or into your left hand, and raise your right arm up. If you feel balanced and stable, then lift your left leg. Toes pointing down towards your mat. Engage your core. Take a full breath here with that 5 count inhale and that 5 count exhale. Take another full inhale. And then as you exhale, draw the knee and the elbow towards each other, round. As you inhale, find length through the left leg, the right arm, extend. And as you exhale for a count of 5, knee to elbow and round. Take one more. Inhale, finding the length. And then as you exhale, curling and rolling in. Then release your right hand and your left knee down. Lovely. Then extend the right leg out low. Lift your left arm up. And then lift your right toes up off the mat. Holding this, take a breath here. That 5 count in breath and a 5 count out breath. Take another full inhale, and then as you exhale, elbow to knee for a count of 5. As you inhale, find length through the limbs. And then exhale, curl, elbow towards your knee. Inhale, find the length. And exhale, curl. One more. Inhale, find the length through the limbs for that 5 count. Exhale, drawing your navel towards your spine as you draw the elbow towards the knee. And then release the hand and the knee down onto the mat. Curl your toes under. Take a 5 count inhale here. Press into your fingertips, and when you exhale for a count of 5, start to pull up your knees and lift your hips up and back into your downward dog. As you inhale, slowly ripple your body forward into plank. And as you exhale, back to downward dog. Do that twice more. The in-breath brings you forward into high-rise plank, and as you exhale, back to your downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. And this time lower your right knee down. Spin round onto the outer edge of your left foot and bring your right hand into the middle of your mat. As you inhale, lift the left arm up. And take 3 full breaths here in this side plank variation. Bringing the left hand down, placing the right hand back underneath the right shoulder, and then lower the left knee down to the mat. Extend your right leg out long. Pivot round onto the outer edge of your right foot. Bring the left hand into the middle of your mat for support. And when you inhale, spin and turn and open that right arm up. Side plank variation. Take 3 full breaths here. Inhaling for a count of 5. Maybe finding a pause at the very top of your in-breath. Exhaling, drawing your navel in towards your spine. And then finding a pause at the very, very bottom of your exhale. One more full breath. Open to receive the breath. And then slowly return the hand down to the mat. Make sure both hands are placed underneath the mat. Bend your right knee, knees are stacked underneath our hips, and take another couple of rounds of cat-cow here. As you inhale for that count of 5, tailbone up, look up. When your exhale comes, tuck your tailbone under and round, round, round. Inhale brings you up with your tailbone. Look up. And exhale, rounding. Curl your toes under when you've found a neutral spine in your tabletop. Wait for the exhale, and when the exhale comes, lift your knees, hips up and back for your downward dog. Your next inhale, lift your right leg up high, 3-legged dog. Reach through. As you exhale, bend that right knee in towards your chest and lift that right thigh up. Hover here, take a breath. And then step that right foot through the hands and lower your left knee down for this low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips. As you inhale, sink your hips low. Look forward. Take a breath here. 5 count inhale, 5 count exhale. Then bring your hands to your thigh. Take your left hand down beside your right foot, stacking your wrist underneath your shoulders. When your next inhale comes, turn towards the right, lifting your right arm up towards the ceiling for this low lunge with twist. Take a breath here. Bring both hands, bring the right hand down onto the mat, and we're going to go into the half splits. So come up onto your fingertips, send your hips back so that our right leg starts to find a bit of length here. And then lift up the right toes and flex the toes towards the face. Take a couple of breaths here. Breathing into the sensation, wakening up our hamstrings, our calf, and all the joints of our right foot. Then bring your right toes back down to the mat, plant your hands, wait for your exhale, and then slide that right leg back to downward dog. Pedal out your feet, bend one knee, bend the other. And then place the weight into the ball of your right foot. Inhale for that count of 5, lift the left leg up high. As you exhale, draw that left thigh in towards your chest as you ripple forward into a plank variation. Keep that thigh lifted. Take a breath. When you're ready, step the left foot through, Lower your right knee down. Fingertips come onto the mat. Sink your hips forward. Take a breath here. Seeing if you can still relate to that 5 count in breath. When you're ready, bring your hands to your front thigh. Use your hands here to press that thigh down to lift your chest, round your shoulders onto your back. And then plant the right hand down. As you exhale, turn your torso towards the left. And maybe it might feel good to lift up that left arm. Keep lifting, expanding. Take another breath. Then bring the left hand down. Start to send your hips back. Lifting up the left toes. Come into this half splits. Flex the toes towards the face. And then slowly bend that left knee, plant the hands. When your exhale comes, downward dog, pedal out the dog. Bend one knee, bend the other. When you're ready, inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, bend that right knee, step it up towards the top of the mat, lower the left knee down. Plant your right hand down onto the mat and bend your left knee so that the left foot comes up, the heel comes up towards your bum. Maybe here you can reach round with that left hand and take hold of that left foot. Slowly lower the left foot down, release the hands, curl your toes under, downward dog. Pedal out your dog. Next inhale, that 5 count breath, left leg up high. Exhale, 5 count, draw that left thigh in towards your chest. Hover here. And then step that left foot up and lower the right knee down to the mat. Come up onto your fingertips. Bend that right knee so that the right heel is coming up towards the buttock. Plant your left hand, left fingertips. Maybe reach back with the right hand to the right foot and draw that right heel in towards your bum. Keep your chest lifted. Keep your breathing, that 5 count in breath, 5 count out breath. Take one more breath. And then slowly release the foot, plant the hands, slide that foot back into downward dog. Pedal out your dog. Ripple your body forward into plank. Slowly lower the knees, lower the belly, lower the chest. When you come down, cross your forearms at the front of your mat, make a pillow for your forehead, and take a rock from side to side. So releasing any tension in your hips. Lovely. And then slide your hands so that they're underneath your shoulders. Your next in-breath, come up to your baby cobra. Exhale, release. Do that twice more. Making sure that you're not using your hands to lift you. You're inhaling into your upper chest. And see how much your breath can lift you. And exhale, release. As you inhale here, make sure that your knees feel like they're glued to the floor. And inhale, push up into tabletop. And exhale, send your hips back into child's pose. Come into your version of child's pose. Maybe you like to have your thighs together, feeling your belly resting down onto your thighs, drawing your forehead or your chin down towards the mat, towards the floor. Get a sense here of your breath moving right into your lumbar spine, an area where your kidneys are located. And sending your breath here right into your navel and getting a sense of your breath activating your chi, your energy, and that radiating from inside out. And then slowly lift your gaze up to that space maybe between your hands and walk your hands so that we're sitting on to your shins. So the final part of this practice is to have our legs up a wall. So find a wall space, and the way I like to get into this practice, which I'll show you here against my cabinet, is that I bring my hip as close to the wall as I can. So I sit with my right hip in this instance close to the wall, and then I lie down, and then I slide my legs up the wall and I reposition. So with our legs up the wall, bring your hands here to your low belly, but ensure that your shoulders and that your elbows are not having to be held up. So make sure that they're relaxed, soft and easy. And bringing your awareness here, your breath, your attention down into your belly. And in Chinese medicine, this is known as the feel of the elixir. This is the reservoir. This is where we all came from, the navel. And if you can visualize, every breath is restoring, re-energizing, giving you and promoting your chi, your energy, right into your navel, your power center. And it's radiating from the inside out. Come back to that 4 count in breath and out breath. And you can stay here for as long as you like. If you're ready now to come out, bend your knees in towards your chest. Roll over onto a side that you have room or feels comfortable. And then when you're ready, push yourself up to a comfortable seat. When you come into a seat of your choice, bring your palms together into a prayer position. Have the knuckles of your thumb press against your chest. And our heart center, our heart energy normally looks outside for things to make us feel good or feel better. So with a light bit of pressure here, pressing against our heart center and breathing into that, helps to ground and helps to activate that energy from our heart into our power inside of us to radiate joy and happiness from the inside. And I invite you to bow your head to your own heart and give yourself gratitude for taking the time to show up on your mat and to join me in this practice. A practice to balance and help steady our emotions. Namaste, and I thank you.